Well, Martin, I have to say my favorite part of the book, while grim as it may be, it was definitely a very interesting emotional situation. It was the part where Will Graham is listening to the tape of his arch enemy, I guess, Freddie Lowndes, being killed. And what is so interesting about it is the fact that Will Graham is completely unfazed by this entire situation, and it's really making you consider, Will Graham's moral boundaries and how far he's willing to step into the mind of the killer. And I think that's the most poignant, theme inside of Graham's character in its essence, truly.
Now, Victor, one of the most particularly interesting portions of the book is the ending, where Will Graham shoots down Francis Dollarhide in a dramatic gunfight, and he goes back to his life as a fisherman before he went into the FBI, or at least when he was called back. Now, how do you feel about this ending? Does it feel emotionally satisfying or logically satisfying? What are your thoughts?
Well, Martin, it's interesting that you should say that. Really, in my personal opinion, the ending is jarring at best. I feel that it ends while it does provide a little bit of emotional closure. I think it ends a bit too abruptly, and I think that we don't get. There's too many questions left to be answered. A lot of threads, loose ends aren't tied up, and personally, I think it's a bit difficult to think that Will Graham could just exit the mind of the killer so quickly, unlike before when it pretty much caused him to go insane. It really confuses me, and I think it could have been done a little bit better.
Yes, Victor, I'm going to have to agree. The entire development of Francis Dollarhide and his sudden disposal doesn't really, bring a lot of closure to the end of the book. It's really disappointing because you're hoping that he's going to go somewhere with his persona and the way Thomas Harris has written it, and you think that there's going to be some sort of very interesting myriad of writing perspectives that have been building up throughout the book, but nothing really happens. It's just poof, and then over. And then we go back to the very beginning. It happens very full circle, or it goes full circle. So that was one of the problems with the book.
Now, Martin, may I ask you what you thought of the book as a whole?
Well, although a very interesting concept, and especially with the writing styles converging towards the end and being split up throughout, even with that, the book kind of falls on its own ass. I mean, we're left with this very depressing and unsatisfying story, yet so much more could have been done with it. However, perhaps this can be blamed. Fuck, I'm so full of shit. Well, I'd have to say that the greatest strength of the book is the chronicle of Graham's descent into madness, per se. But in the end, it's still very unsatisfying. You're left with this totally open plot, and at the end there's just no closure as to why the characters did what they did, or why we learned about them. If perhaps paired with a better plot, and with a better writing style, with a stronger focus on the separate narratives, on why Francis Dollarhide was the kind of person that he was, and why Will Graham was the kind of person he was, maybe this book could have been much, much better. But that's just my personal opinion. What about you, Victor?
You know what, Martin? I just thought it was fantastic. And that's all I have to say. Can you edit that part out?
Yeah, we're going to edit it out.
Okay.
Because your ass just touched my head.
Hey.
Oh, got him.
I think I'm gonna go.
Alright.
Alright, well, have fun editing this.
Yeah, I sure will.
Watch Wizard People. It's really fun.
While I talk to Rebecca.
Who's Rebecca?
Rebecca is this girl. She's a girl.
Oh, here you go. Bye.
Alright, see you later, buddy. Run, buddy, run!